This is the story about how Pokemon and Valentine's Day made me a big pile of money. All right, this unit I bought several years ago. We used to be in a completely different building that we sold at a warehouse where we only had sales on Friday and Saturday. We would buy units all week, sort them, go through them, and then during the all during the week, Monday through Thursday, and then we would open on Friday morning, and then we were also open on Saturday and sell all the stuff that we got out of the that we've been pulling out of the units and getting ready in our warehouse and everything. So I bought this unit at public storage, live auctions, everything was live at that time. Bought it at public storage, $700. It was just over. I don't remember the exact amount. I remember it was 700. I'm thinking like 730 somewhere right there, but it was just over $700 is what I paid for this unit. It was full of boxes everywhere. You could kind of see some of the stuff sticking out, and it looked like some new inventory. It'd been in there a while. Everything, the boxes were all dusty and dirty, but it looked like somebody's store inventory or flea market inventory because you could see some new items. So bid on that, because anytime you can get new inventory, on the cheap, that's a good thing. It's easy to sell. So it ended up being full of dollar store type stuff, like Dollar General type stuff, I guess. Socks, underwear, toiletries, you name it. There was all kind, tons and tons of stuff. There was Christmas stuff, Valentine's stuff, Easter stuff, just tons and tons of stuff. But so we get all this stuff, we get it over to our warehouse and everything, and we're putting it out. And in the warehouse, we had like three sections, and the middle section was all dollar stuff, and that's the section everybody came in and went crazy over right at first. Because a lot of these people were reselling or whatever, so they were trying to get stuff for $1 that they could flip and sell at the flea market for a few more dollars, or some people were sending it overseas, like to Africa and different stuff like that. But so we filled up this thing. It was loaded down. We had bras, underwear, socks, tampons, all that kind of stuff that people need, and they went crazy over that stuff. So we opened. So big line of people, because I post pictures and I send pictures out. Big line of people out there. And as soon as we open the door, they come racing in. And at first I'm like, this is great and everything. And it was great. But what ended up happening is people went so crazy over this stuff that they were pushing each other and elbowing each other. And this really nice lady that, I think it was the next day or whatever, she came in on the Saturday, and she was telling us, that she just wasn't going to be able to come back anymore because people were getting too crazy. And she had her chest was all bruised up. She kind of showed us right here, and it was all bruised up. And she said the lady was elbowing her, and to try to keep her away from the items. It was kind of crazy. So the next week, I had to before everybody come in, I had to stop everybody and make a rule: no pushing, no shoving. If I see anybody touching each other or elbowing each other, I'm going to kick them out and they won't be able to come back. From that point, they were pretty civil and didn't do a whole lot of that stuff. So the lady did end up coming back, but that day was crazy. I mean, they were there was two people together, and they were throwing stuff to the other one. One person was grabbing, and they were throwing it over, making them a big pile. But so the stuff sold like crazy, and there was so much of it. We literally sold that stuff for over a year. We just kept pulling it out of boxes, because this thing was like either a 10 by 15, 10 by 20, somewhere there, but it was full, wall to wall, floor to ceiling, just jam packed. And every box was sold. There was very, very little trash, because you'd open a box and it would just be 50 of this item, brand new. Over here, 50 of this item, 20 of this item, 100 of this item. So it was a ton of stuff. But what happened is there was the best part about the unit. I mean, everything was good, but the kind of, as far as when it came to online, was we found these 3 boxes of those chintzy little Valentine's cards. You send to your kids at school, or when you were in school, you took them. Those little small, like this big, they were little like paper/cardboard, and you give them out at school. And they come in whatever character, Looney Tunes, whatever the case is, you buy that character, and all of them have that character on them. There was 3 boxes in there of Pokemon ones. 50 of those little boxes. I mean, these things didn't weigh, you know, not even close to a pound, you know, box. I mean, it was just cardboard. It was all cardboard. So there was 3 of those boxes, 50 each. So 150 of these Pokemon Valentine's cards. There was some other ones in there. There was Barney and a couple other ones. Those didn't really sell very well, but the Pokemon at the time we were selling on Amazon FBA, fulfilled by Amazon, where you ship them the stuff, it sells on there, and then they package it, they ship it, and all that kind of stuff. So we send all these, you know, look them up. All of them are, for one individual box, they're going for like over $20. So I priced mine right around $20, kind of lower than everybody else. After fees and everything, we're going to make about $15 for every one of these sell. Don't really know if they're going to sell or not. You know, sometimes you put stuff on there and it doesn't really sell. And at this point, it's like the very beginning of January when I put these on. And put them on, and then we start selling some. 1, 2 in a day, and then it's just every day that goes by, more and more, you know, we're selling like 10, 20, 30 a day. And like I said, every time we sell one, we make $15. And very quickly, it was like this. It went straight up. You know, we sold every one of them. The last couple of days, we were selling like, I don't even remember, you know, 30, 40, you know, those last couple of days, and we sold out of them. And unfortunately, if that whole unit would have been full of them, I think as we got closer to Valentine's Day, it would have went insane, and we would have sold every one of them and made a ton of money. But we sold everything we had, and you know, if you do the math, 150 times 15, you know, we made over $2,000 off of 3 boxes. These 3 boxes, probably about this big, that had 50 each, didn't weigh anything. They were super easy to ship because they were so light. And we didn't even really do a lot. We shipped that main box to Amazon, and that was cheap because you got Amazon's shipping rate, and it was so light. And then we just watched the sales come in on that one. So that was, you know, Pokemon, you know, did great. Amazon FBA at that time, we sold a lot of stuff on them. It was great. We kind of got away from that because their fees and everything kind of went crazy. But turned out to be a good deal. But that's how it is with storage auctions. You never know what you're going to get that's going to really make you money. Sometimes it's not the stuff you think. It's not some crazy antique or whatever, or collectible. Sometimes it's when you first get it, you might not even know that you're going to make a whole lot of money off of it. It's some weird business item or piece of equipment, you know, something that's not really exciting and kind of boring. But once you make a bunch of money off of it, then it becomes exciting. But never would have thought Pokemon Valentine's cards. I mean, you're looking at these things like, I'm going to sell this for $25 a box, and ended up making over $2,000. So that's what can happen with storage auctions. You never ever know. You never know what it's going to be that's going to make that money, and that's what kind of keeps you buying, because it's a treasure hunt, and it's a weird treasure hunt at times where you're not even looking for regular treasure for gold coins and stuff. You're looking for that, but you're also looking for that next thing that nobody's even thinking about, that you're not even thinking about, that, you know, that goes from dollars or pennies, you know, what you would sell for it, or what you think you can sell it for, to making hundreds or thousands of dollars. But that's it for this video. Hit the like button, comment it if you want, and hit subscribe on the channel if you want to see more videos like this. Have a good one.